Kind of like looking back though, maybe what were some of the kind of key learnings from your time at Convoy that you then you've taken with you to Belong?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'd say there's like stepping back, there's a lot. For me, Convoy was like one of those, transformative experiences, like in terms of my personal growth and learning and career trajectory, but also professionally in terms of my understanding of marketplaces and what it takes to build them. But what I'll focus on maybe is like, I think two high level learnings that really translate and I thought were most helpful. One is like what it takes, and they're pretty straightforward. One is what it takes to build a marketplace and get it off the ground and like timely right now with Andrew Chen launching his cold start problem book, but like the cold start problem, right? Like how do you really get the flywheel going to build a successful marketplace business? And we can dive into that, but that was like one of the big learnings. And then the second was, how do you scale an operation to support that? Like once you've got that flywheel going, right, to support that flywheel and execute effectively. Because what I found, especially in these more operationally complex marketplaces that I've worked in, both at Convoy and Belong, is if you do your job right and get that network effect going, the flywheel turning, and the marketplace really like taking off, right, with that organic growth engine, that growth is often at odds with operations and experience, right? The growth will often come faster than you can scale up your organization to support it. And really a lot of my learnings were like, how do you get ahead of that and right set up an organization to succeed while you see that growth? Because there was times at Convoy, at least 2 times I can recall, where we had to stop growth, like literally just turn off the funnel because it was we just couldn't support it and we didn't have the operations for it, and it would have been miserable disaster if we kept it going. And that happened a couple of times, and it belonged to, and at Convoy is more dramatic because you see like step function growth with new contracts. With Belong, it's just more continuous growth, but we're already seeing that challenge of like, how do you keep up with that growth? Right. And I had a lot of good learnings there. So I can dive into both if interesting.